Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Now guys, as usual, let's take a look on the gold market. So if you remember in our weekly research, we have talked about this recent collapse that has happened on Friday, and we thought about the subject whether this collapse could become the starting of something greater. So whether it will lead to downward continuation in the daily chart, and could we treat it as the sign of the possible downward breakout of this trend line on this triangle. In general, guys, it's really important moment here, because you can see this downside reversal has happened before market has reached the opposite border of the triangle, and this is classical situation for the technical analysis. So if market shows an ability to reach opposite border of the consolidation, this is the signs of weakness, and usually the breakout happens in a direction of inability, let's say it in this manner. So as market hasn't been able to reach the upper border, it means the downward breakout should follow. As a result, we are mostly watching here for two possible targets. Because here we could get the butterfly pattern, guys. So first target will be around 1250. But this will happen only if indeed this reversal, this downward action that we saw on Friday, will become something more, and that if it really will lead to the first downward continuation here on the daily chart and also on intraday charts. Because if you remember on the 4-hour time frame chart, yes indeed our pattern here has started very well, so this drop has happened, but at the same time potentially and theoretically we still have chances to see market here. It's also possible. It's 1298 area as 1618 extension of this ABCD pattern. So based on the technical picture, chances are not very significant, because you can see that the BC leg retracement is very deep to the AB, and usually markets never shows the significant extension when the BC leg shows very deep retracement. Also, overall action here is very choppy. It shows that not really big potential, not really big strength here stands in the gold market. This collapse down was very fast. AB very harmonic to the CD. It usually leads to the reversal in the deep point rather than just minor retracement. But as market still stands above the C point, theoretically exists some chances that we could get another pattern here that probably some kind of this action. So it could be some ABCD with the 1618 extension. This is possible, but currently we are not very interested in particular with this large pattern, because market starts dropping, and we could return to discussion of this pattern only if market will return back above the stops. So if market suddenly will show some upward action above the stops, we could start thinking about the possible action to the 1298 again. But currently it's not very important for us. It's more important what will happen in this action. So here we have nicely looking collapse, and on the weekly research we said that let's keep an eye on the possible retracement here, just for taking the short, because not everybody was able to take short right at this point where our major entry point was. Since if you remember, here we have the butterfly, we have the free drive sell, right, the completion of the ABCD, it's also retracement, so resistance. So that was major point. But if you have missed this entry, it's not a reason for, it's not a strategy, it's not a reason for that upset, and just keep an eye on the possible retracement. You could get another good position for a trading here. For that purpose, we need to take a look on the hourly chart. On hourly chart, guys, I think that we should watch for compound two-leg retracement up on the gold market by two reasons. First of all, because this is natural for the gold market. Gold market likes to show deep retracements. This is first moment. Second, take a look overall action on the previous period. So you can see it's very choppy with the very deep retracements. That's why here to expect some upward continuation to the 1280, 1281. It looks more probable. Some reasons on the gold market. On comparing to the other markets, if you know, on the euro currency, we are watching for a possible bullish action. So that's why maybe it also will make some impact in the gold market. Today will be the press conference of the all chairmen of the major central banks, so Draghi, Yellen, Kuroda maybe, and the chairman of the Bank of England. So it will be some mutual press conference in Germany, so it also could make impact on behavior in the gold market. Anyway, if you would like to take the position here, you need to get the pattern right. That's why it's not really a big choice, except maybe just watching for a bearish continuation pattern, and this pattern could be gorgeous triple to sell. That's what we will be watching for. Currently, as you can see, this overall action is also not really very fast. It's also rather choppy. That confirms the idea that's probably just a retracement. Market right now is calling around weekly pivot point. It has failed to pass through the monthly pivot point, so here market shows some weakness. But chance on some compounding ABCD action still exists, and that's why I think that if you would like to take the position, it's very good possibility to watch for this pattern, to watch for gorgeous triple to sell for taking a position. Actually, you could try to go short here if you do not believe that this will be ABCD retracement, but it will be a bit difficult to find good area for placing the stop. Most logical that you will place stop somewhere above this area. Well, placing stop above this level, it will be a bit far, so it's significant risk here. That's why combination of the gorgeous triple to sell, it's could be some compromise of good entry opportunity and placing of the tight stop. So from the effectiveness point of view, this is a better solution for the current situation. But maybe you see some other opportunities here to possess yourself with this scenario that we have in the gold market. So let's keep watching. Currently, guys, I do not see any problems with our idea as possible starting with downward action. Collapse here is rather strong, and we mostly should keep watching on a possible downward continuation here, because return back to discussion of some greater pattern on the follow time frame chart and probable action to 1298, we could only if market will return back above this area. So currently it's not really necessary to talk about it. That's why major scenario develops on the hourly chart with this pattern, with this retracement, and so on.